While still in Libya, at least 5 people have been confirmed dead and 6 others wounded in a suicide attack in the eastern town of Ajdabiya, south of Benghazi. Now, according to local military sources, an attacker drove a vehicle loaded with explosives into a security checkpoint on Thursday. The attack happened near the oil export ports of Brega and Zueitina. No group has claimed responsibility for the attack. The town, though, is controlled by forces loyal to General Khalifa Haftar. Well, let's get you more insights on these developments coming out of Libya. I'm joined now by our North African correspondent, Yasser Hakim. He's live with us from Cairo. Yasser, first of all, this latest attack near Benghazi comes amidst this ongoing concern over the abduction of Tripoli's mayor on Wednesday. What more do we know about these incidents and what it suggests about Libya's overall security situation?
Well, indeed, for the beginning, the death toll has increased from 5 to 8. So 8 people have been killed from this attack. The 3 extra ones were actually from the injured people. Now, the Ajdabiya area is one that has been targeted several times by ISIL over the last 2 years, because it also is very close to the oil installations, the very valuable oil installations in which ISIL also tried, and other militias also tried to take over from the national army. Obviously, this attack is another reminder that ISIL still is in the Libyan land, although it has lost a lot in the last year from the crackdown by the international forces, yet it is still trying to operate in various areas of Libya, and it has a hideout close to Ajdabiya in the mountainous area of Shuruk, close to Ajdabiya, between Ajdabiya and Jafra and Sirt, the former stronghold, a major stronghold of ISIL. For the mayor, he's been freed as well, pending with no injuries or losses. So he's been freed a few hours ago, and yet it's not known who is behind the attack, the abduction. But obviously, the whole political chaos in Libya has reflected on the security situation. What Tripoli is now suffering from is obviously you have, because of lack of security, you have obviously gangs and you have the ISIL and militants, and you have the militias. All of them are armed, and all of them organized crime, whether or militias, political militias, or the terrorists. They all have militancy, they all have weapons, and they all need a part of Libya, whether financially or power in the country. And that's why you would see a continuation of the situation and of security issues in Libya in the coming few months ago.
And indeed, it is that insecurity that has allowed human traffickers to essentially thrive in Libya. Of course, we are hearing now that the AU and Libyan authorities have repatriated 16,000 rescued African migrants, but still many others being held in captivity. Just talk us through how Libya is addressing this particular concern.
Yes, it's a big concern. Just to be fair, the number of refugees has dropped significantly in 2017 by 34% against 2016. So that's an improvement. However, the numbers are still high. If you take 2017, the number of illegal refugees that went from Libya to Italy alone was 120,000. Those are the registered ones. And this is still huge, although there's a drop in the numbers against 2016. And obviously, Libya has been calling on 2 issues. First of all, the European Union and neighboring countries to help in training Libyan authorities and servicemen, to give them equipment, the proper equipment, and logistical support. That's from one side, to help in Libya in controlling its borders and to avoid more illegal migration. On the other hand, obviously, Libya does not want to turn into a huge detention center. So it's been working on returning the refugees, just like it was evident in the report you just showed us. And we have around 2,700 refugees have returned to their home country or a third country in the last month alone. and 20 detention centers have been closed down in the last month to try to reduce the number of refugees staying in the country and try to work with the EU and other countries to take the nationals back to where they came from. So it is an ongoing issue, still far from solved, although there is cooperation between Libya and the EU, but Libya says it's not enough and would not help in completely stopping the illegal migration through that country.
Yasser Hakim joining us there from Cairo. Thank you so much for that update. And as he says, that attack in Ajdabiya has now led to the deaths of 8 people.